Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Agrarian Skies. My name is Riella and you are looking at work I have done off camera. I have expanded the dirt, of course, put down a layer. This whole thing will eventually be all one level and it will be this level and it will be all dirt and it will be wonderful. It'll be great. But for now we're just going to go ahead and just fill it in as we go. I started building more farms, as you can see. I have room for 4 farms, 1, 2, 3, and then there's the 4th one there. Only one of the 4 is planted, other than the tree farm, of course. Only one of them is currently planted, and that is because that looked like purple water for a minute. And that is because we are actually really low on redstone. I was completely out for a little while, so we're letting that build back up. We need the redstone for the conduit to fire all of these up, to get these all working, to lay them out below. I have everything below here is hooked up to everything. But yeah, so we just have lettuce for right now. We've got an export bus that imports, puts seeds back into here. I don't know if that's going to be enough to feed it or not. We're going to have to let it run and go for a while and see what's up. It's kind of a dry over here, of course. We don't have enough water. I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do about that, if I'm just going to leave it alone or if I'm going to find some way of keeping it hydrated. Oops, move that one. And it's kind of dark over here, but as long as there's lettuce planted, we shouldn't have a problem because mobs cannot spawn where the lettuce is. They can only spawn on an empty block. So hopefully we won't have too many issues. I went ahead and I turned on the F7 button, so you should be able to see. Oh, maybe I turned it off. Okay, I hit it again. Let's see. Let's see if we can get some. Alright, some of this stuff. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, so if you notice over on the lettuce, nothing will be able to actually spawn. Something could potentially spawn here, but it's actually well lit enough. But as long as there's lettuce here, it won't spawn anything. Anyway, moving on. So that's just going to work in the background continuously. I'm going to have a lettuce there, tomato I'm thinking here, because one of the things here, let's take a look. One of the ingredients for the hoarding. No, that's not for the hoarding. Is that for the hoarding? For the hoarding. Okay, not for the hoarding. It's Hell's Kitchen then. Hell's Kitchen. We need lots of tomatoes for the spaghetti with meatballs recipe. We need lots of lettuce and tomato just in general. We have not so fast food, which I think is hamburgers. We have the leafy fish sandwich, which is going to require more leaves here. I don't remember what that is, but we have the meatballs and then the eggs, and it's just, there's a lot of food. Just a lot of food. Like 10,000 pieces of bread. So we're slowly going to start building that up. We're going to need soybeans too. So it's going to be lettuce, tomato, soybean, and then this one will be a mix of carrot and wheat, I think, will be the two for this one here. And that will be for animal breeding, which we'll get into in another episode, because that's actually going to hinder us from completing some of our other episodes that we're going to be able to do. But we are going to be able to complete some quests today, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Nothing in Hell's Kitchen. Learning to skyblock. If you remember, we did everything here except for this one little guy. This is all we have left to do. We need to create one resonant flux capacitor, and that is it. That's all we have to do. So that is what we are going to do actually right now, off camera, because if you look at the resonant flux capacitor, resonant, okay, this guy, you need a redstone flux capacitor, which needs a hardened flux capacitor, which needs a leadstone flux capacitor. So I did all of those other flux capacitors. We have the redstone level here, and I figured I'd go ahead and just on camera do the final one. Is that all I need? We need redstone. So I made some inderium off camera, pyrotheum off camera. Recipes for each of those are pretty straightforward, which I can't show you in my ME. There's that, like that. It's the pulverized coal and the sulfur, and you do get some sulfur from pulverizing the coal, which I completely forgot about, of course, but that's alright. We went to the nether, we needed to go to the nether anyway. And then we have the inderium recipe, which is pyrotheum and inderium and an induction smelter. I have over here started expanding my little base of operations. Here are some pulverizers. They're not powered at the moment. I don't really need them right now. These will just be when I need onesie-twosie things, but I've actually been using these over here because they're not always active. Yeah, you just saw a flash of obsidian right there. It's because I was pulverizing obsidian. So I think this might actually work, and I'll just get rid of these entirely. Maybe move them somewhere else, but perhaps not. And then I have magma crucibles and fluid transposers here. There's my energized glowstone from some glowstone I smelted, or I magma crucibled it down. I have room for 2 more, so I'll have my glowstone, my redstone, and my ender pearl, and that way I don't have to worry about completely emptying one to get to the other. I just haven't done that yet. 2 glacial precipitators here making ice. That's another quest for the hoarding. That's going to take a while to stack up, so we're not even going to worry about it this episode. And then igneous extruder when I need obsidian. Let's go ahead and grab that so I can keep working. And it gets lava from the pipe that we pipe up to the smelteries. I put down some pipe down here and layered it. In fact, I need dirt so I can put right there. That's how I was getting up and down. Anyway. So we have that all set up, which is excellent. So let's go ahead and do our flux capacitor, our resonant flux capacitor. All we need is so. And then I have the rest of the ingredients here. Oops. No. Like that, like that, like that. Wah! 1 resonant flux capacitor. And we can turn that in. Now the question that we have next is, of course, we get all of these, which is awesome. I don't know what an endothermic pump is, so that should be interesting. Potion flask, I do know what that is, but it's actually not that big of a, it's kind of like, oh, okay. But here, we have the high temperature furnace generator. I did some research on these off camera. High temperature furnace generator runs on lava, and I believe it runs on coal. Anything that a furnace generator would run on, or just a furnace in general, will run. But the hotter it gets, the more energy it produces. We have the heated redstone generator, which runs on, of course, redstone, and we have the culinary generator, which runs on food. We can also completely gamble and go with a reward bag. Now, the generators, I don't believe, are very difficult to make. They're not super expensive. I also don't think they produce a ton of electricity. I could be wrong. Let's take a look at let's see if we have one here. Heated redstone generator. Yeah, see, I mean, other than the fact that we're low on redstone, and we need the lava generator, it's really not that expensive in the long run. So I think I may take a gamble, because like I said, I don't exactly know how much RF it produces. Right now we're doing okay. Everything's staying lit, everything's staying active. If I need more energy, I can always do, of course, more of the magmatic dynamos and more crucibles. Or I can do the generators of some sort. I thought about doing the culinary generator because there's so many different types of food and we only need a few. But we also, because I don't really do anything with those food, with that food, I'd have to actually start producing it in order to use it. I don't know, it just seemed like too much trouble. So I think we're actually going to manually submit that, and I think we're gonna roll the dice, and we're gonna claim a reward bag. Okay, and one thing I wanted to check before we go back. Ha ha! Look at that! We have finally completed one whole line of quests. We have 0 quests available for completion. 30 quests in total, 30 unlocked quests, 30 completed quests. Now, one of those quests is, of course, open. One of those quests is, of course, this one, which is a repeatable quest. So I'm thinking that one will periodically pop up and it'll tell me it's not complete, which is fine. That's not a big deal. Easy to kill some zombies. But yes, that is awesome. We have finally finished. It's been how many episodes, how many months, and we have finally finished one line. Just one line of this. This is ridiculous. It's crazy. Oh, look, it's all full. Excellent. Let's go ahead and... endothermic pump. We're going to have to figure out what that is. I'll do that off camera. This I'm probably going to place over here. I've been putting... periodically you'll see these redstone here. Redstone energy cells. You'll see them, one there, one right there. There's one kind of about yay. And then one over about there. And that is just to help carry the energy so we don't lose energy. The conduit, I believe, is quite excellent at maintaining energy. You don't lose a ton with this redstone energy conduit versus, something like the leadstone conduit. But you do lose some, I believe. So having the energy cells periodically should help be able to reduce that. Plus, it's just nice to have a buffer. If something goes wrong and I can't get something to work, like if all of a sudden there's not enough, I'm not producing enough, instead of everything completely going down, just parts and pieces will go down as it slowly uses up the energy in the cell until I can replace it. Let's go ahead and grab another chest, just because we're running out of space. I don't want to put these onesie-twosie things. We're going to have to figure out some sort of chest system to kind of supplement our ME system, because the ME system is great, but you put 1 and 2 little things in here, and these drives fill up fast with, there's just no more room, and you can't craft anything, and it's just a pain. So we're going to go ahead and put that there. We have, I've been claiming the zombie, that repeatable zombie quest. I've been repeating it as I go, so I've actually got 2 hearts here we can take. Oops. 1 whole heart consumed to get an extra life. Fantastic. 31. We're still trying to catch up from our nether trip. I haven't added any more lives. I only add lives on camera. So that's we'll get there. We'll slowly get there. I'm gonna go ahead and put this stuff here too. Just this. Oh, and we have, ooh, look at that. It's an epic reward bag. Nice. Oh, nice. Tallow golem. Fantastic. Key will come in handy. Thaumcraft. Yeah, that actually is kind of epic, because they're, from what I understand, those are kind of a pain to make. So fantastic. We have a tallow golem when we get into Thaumcraft. He will be wonderful. It'll be great. What is that light? Oh, those are stars. Sorry. I'm so distracted. Okay. So the next thing that we want to do is actually a For the Hoarding quest, and it requires us to go upstairs. So let me check. I'm missing one thing. Let me see if I... Okay, it's not here. Let's go ahead and run upstairs real quick. Oh, okay. And is it here? I am looking... Ooh, look, 2 strong boxes. That's good to know. I just made 4 of those for something else. I'm not seeing what I need. I think it's easy to make, though. We need the mighty smelting. We need... Okay, steel-powered flight. We're going to go ahead and do the first one of this one, Steelworks, which is steelworking in you. You need to take the materials in you book. Is there a way of crafting that? Or do I have to go actually hunt it down? Materials in you. Materials in you. If you have a materials in you book, you can make materials in you book. That's not very helpful. Okay, is there a way of making this? Ah, pattern and paper. Excellent. We can do that. Do we have paper in our system? We do! Fantastic. Alright, and then we just need to make a pattern, which is easy. Not a problem. Pattern. Like so. Pattern and paper. Materials and you. Fantastic. Okay. Then we need a casting table. Nope. Wrong button. Well, not, it was the right button, but I didn't get... Okay. Somewhere around here I had a casting table, I thought. Yes, we did. Okay. Fantastic. So we're going to go ahead and undo this here. We're going to grab that, and then the casting table will go right there. And let us grab one of these. Let's see, we need this guy. Okay. We are also going to go ahead and turn this off. Let's see. Access the ME system below. Right now we were doing cobble. We're going to not do anything at all right now. This is going to become my alloy. Okay, so we should have a little bit of seared stone. Fantastic. Alright, so now we want to go ahead and... Is that on? We want that off. Nope! What are you doing? Don't do that. Don't do that. Go like here. Go here. Go here. Right there. Just like that. There we go. Okay. The steel workbooks right there, and then let's get rid of this. Because I want to be able to click it. Okay, click. Click. Hello? Click. I'm clicky. Isn't that how you do it? And that said, I'm pretty sure that said how you do it. Let's check it. Steelworking in you. Pour molten seared stone over the materials in me book and a casting table. Alright, that's materials in me. Oh, materials in you. Ew. Okay, let's try this. Let's do this again. I might have done something wrong. I'm going to get rid of that. We don't need that. Okay. Give me my paper. My papel. Materials in you. Okay, no, they're both materials in you. Different item numbers. So I don't know why there's 2 different versions. Unless one specifically for the making of the steelworks. Whoa. There we go. Nice. Okay. So that's going to do its thing. Fantastic. Oh, yeah, that's right. I have the steelworking in you. Okay. So let's go ahead and we're going to turn that in Do we get it back? I don't know if we get it back. Detection task. Okay, so yeah, it just looks to see if we have it. Excellent. We get scorched brick, quarter of a heart, a reward bag, and either yellorium or graveyard soil. I think graveyard soil is actually very easy to make. So we're probably going to go with the yellorium. Yeah, oh yeah. Pfft. We don't need graveyard soil. What? This is terrible. Okay. Fantastic. Yellorium. I don't know how much yellorium we have because it wasn't in the original that we used. Oh, 135, not bad. No, we have 151. It wasn't in the original version of Agrarian Skies that we were running when we updated, so we've only been making it since I updated, which has been a while. And we also got this fantastic book, which is going to require more reading. Wow, lots of reading. Okay, so we're going to actually, it looks like, based on this, working high oven, it looks like we're going to have to create a whole new oven. So I am glad I left room here. Okay, but we'll do that later. In fact, let's see what the next part of this is. To create high oven hijinks, we need a controller, drain, scorched bricks, and a scorched duct. One of each. We may be able to do that because we got 16 bricks, depending on how many. I bet this is just like the other one, so that's 8 right there, I bet. And I bet this is just like the other one, so that's 6. So we're probably not going to have enough. That's 4. So yeah, we're not going to... Scorched duct. Let's go ahead and take a look. Scorched duct. Scorched duct. We're getting a little off track. This isn't entirely what I wanted to do. Scorched duct. Yeah, so 6, 6, 12. Yeah, so we're not going to have enough. I'm going to have to figure out how to make this stuff. Actually, let's take a look. Recipe. Bricks. Wow, okay, bricks with seared stone. Alright, well, wow, okay, that's... Yeah. Alright. Maybe I'll go ahead and let that run a little bit longer. Did I get that back? No, of course not. Of course not. Why would I? So we'll go ahead and say, you know what? You keep doing your thing. You keep filling up with, yeah, we'll let the cobblestone melt down, and I'll just do that off camera, because that's going to take a little while. Let's put that back. I'm not going to go get it. I'm too lazy. I don't need these stained clay. Anyway, not right now, anyway. Okay, so we'll get back to that one. 3 Mile Island, graphite bar, and yellorium dust. Well, that one's easy. Graphite bar. Reactors are the perfect late-game power source. Minor radiation shouldn't hurt anyone. To get started on making the ultimate power gen, you will need yellorium and graphite. Graphite is made by smelting coal or charcoal in a furnace. Yellorium can be processed from nether uranium ore by combining pulverized tin and sulfur. Oh, so you can make yellorium. Well, that's good to know. And graphite is just made from smelting coal. Seriously? Let's check that out. We might be able to go ahead and do that. Graphite. Graphite block, don't care. Graphite dust, cool. Yeah, check out that. Alright, well while we're doing the rest of the stuff, this is totally not what we came up here for, but while we're doing that anyway, let's go ahead and get a graphite bar. And we can finish that quest up pretty quick. There we go. Oh, we can, it's so fast we can do it now! Don't even have to come back. Oh, that's right. It's right here. Graphite. Let's put the glass up. I had to make glass for, I don't even remember what anymore. Okay. So now we need the yellorium. Yellorium. Alright, let's go ahead and claim that. Manual detect. Fantastic. We get nether uranium ore, rutile ore, plutonium ingot, or yellorium dust. Okay, since the nether ores seem to generate a lot, we're actually going to go with that one. And we'll see if we can actually get that processing. And let's watch it and see if we can figure out. It might be too fast. But there's a gravel. Yeah, okay. It looks like we get 4 per. So we had 3. So, did we have 3 or 4? How many was that? 4. So it's actually the same as that. Okay. So these are all about equivalent. The plutonium might have been better than. I probably should have looked it up before I made a decision. Plutonium. Takes plutonium dust. Alright, well I guess we need to find out what plutonium dust is then. Well, that doesn't do any good. Yeah, okay, I don't know. Forget it. Is this a good heart? Yes. Yay! 32! Okay. Fantastic.